Sorry, you guys. I had a moment and I accidentally stopped the video, and I don't know why. I think the demon cats got me. But what I realized after I stopped my video is that I had some angles missing that were marked in as congruent with the original picture. So there you go. So I need to mark these two angles being congruent, A and D, as well as DBC. So DBC and ACB. So ACB. Okay, so just make sure you add these angles are congruent in your picture. It was given to you originally. I don't know, the demon cats got me again. And I need to draw in my angle congruent markings. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. But anyways, let's keep going now. So now I need to show that all three sides and all three angles are congruent. Okay, so currently in my picture, do you spot any sides that are congruent in the picture? Holy hot dog, I see two pairs of sides. Okay, the first one I'm going to list are the ones with that each contain one tick mark. So I'm going to say AB is congruent to DC. And what do you guys think the reason would be? It would be because it was given to me, the given. I also know my other two sides with two tick marks include AC and DB. So I can say A to the C is congruent to D to the B. And it was also given to me. It was in my picture already. All right, but I still need one more side. I have two sides. Yeah, I got two sides. Now I need one more side in there to be marked congruent. Okay, which if I'm looking here, do you guys see a side that is shared between your two triangles? Is there a side in common between each triangle? Or if you look over here, do you see any sides that contain the same exact letters on them? It would be this bottom side, side BC. If you guys see in this triangle, I have a side BC. And also in the other triangle, I have a side BC. Whoa, right? So I'm going to say BC is congruent to BC. Now, what is the reason when something is congruent to itself, or it's like seeing itself in the mirror? What is that thing called? Nice job, you guys. It is the reflexive property. Way to go. Yes, I have three sides now. Now I'm getting excited. All right, let's keep going. So now, do you spot any angles in the picture that are already marked incongruent? Yes, we do. Remember, I confirmed that these were already marked congruent. So we can safely assume that A and D are congruent because it was given to me. So the given. And also angle B and C, which again, I can't really call these two B and C because if you look in the original picture, at point B, there's like two angles. We got these two. And also at point C, we have two angles. So technically, I should name these with three letters. So I'm going to call this one angle ACB. So angle ACB, same thing over here as it is over here. So angle ACB is congruent to angle DBC. Again, DBC. Same thing over here as it is over here. Okay, and this is also because it was given to me. Nice. All right, we got two angles marked as congruent. Now I need one more. I really hope I can because I really, really want these triangles to be congruent. Sorry, guys, I'm getting grumpy, but I really want them to be congruent. Okay, so I see that two of my angles are marked in as congruent in my picture. So if I see that there are two angles marked in as congruent, what tells me that the final angles or the third angles are congruent? You guys are so smart. Man, you guys really need to teach. Like, you're super bright. So you should consider that. But anyways, it would be the third angle theorem. If two angles are congruent, the third angles are congruent. By the third angle theorem, maybe you gotta say it with the country accent. Third angle theorem. All right, so I can say that these two angles are now congruent. But again, you guys, I can't call them B and C because B and C has a lot going on. So technically in my picture, the big angles right here are congruent. So if you see, this is kind of why we separate our pictures, trying to mark in all that stuff and also keep up with what's congruent between the triangles gets really confusing. So I'm going to look over here because I'm already like confused looking at that. Okay, so my final or my third angles that are congruent are angles ABC. So angle ABC is congruent to angle DCB. And that would be because the third angle theorem. Yes, I got 3 sides and 3 angles that are congruent. I'm doing my happy dance. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. Okay, so now that I've proven 3 sides and 3 angles are congruent, that means my triangles are congruent. So I need to write my triangle congruency statement. Okay, and again, it does not matter how you name the triangle. So I'm going to call it triangle ACB. Why not? ACB. Okay, so again, I like to number these because that helps me kind of visualize what's going on in my picture. So angle A has 1 arc above it. Angle C has 2 arcs. Or it's not technically angle C, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the third angle, which is right here drawn with a B, a letter B, it has 3 arcs. So I'm going from 1 arc to 2 arc to 3 arcs. So my next one needs 1 arc to 2 arcs to 3 arcs. And that says, man, sorry guys, I don't know what my problem is. And I can't get my whiteout out of this drawer. Here we go. Okay, this should say 3. I don't know why I wrote a B. I guess because there's a B above it. I don't know. There's no telling what goes on in my brain. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3 in this one. Which letter has 1 arc above it? Letter D has 1 arc. So I would need to list D first. So triangle D. And then 2, I need something with 2 arcs. And it's correct. I just want them to line up with the letters. So I'm going to shift these over since I forgot to write my triangle thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So letter D has 1 arc. Now I need 2 arcs. So that would shift me down to B. So that would be D, B. Then I need 3 arcs, which in this triangle, the one that has 3 arcs is C. So it'd be triangle ACB is congruent to triangle DBC. So be very careful. Line up your arcs. You could also do the same thing with marks, but in my opinion, the arcs are a little bit better. So guess what, you guys? This problem is officially donezo. Way to go, you guys.